questions about.
And now, a moment of Zen with Adam Whiteman.
Hey, mellow out, man! Now just go, what? Do it, man. Shit. Mellow. Mellow.
Not that bad.
Mellow. Yeah. You better now, man? Yeah. You mellow? Yeah. Feel all right, huh? Yeah. What are you doing, man? Sometimes that helps, man.
It's a nice clip from Adam Whiteman. Thank you. Don't you feel better? A little better now?
I do.
Huh? Here's an interesting clip from Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I made a list of the most expensive things we've ever done as a species. The Great Wall of China, the pyramids, the Manhattan Project, the Apollo Project, the Columbus voyages. Then I asked, what was the motivation? And in my list of the most expensive things we've ever done, I came up with only 3 drivers. The number one driver of them all is war. That gets you the Great Wall of China. That gets you the Manhattan Project. In fact, that also gets you the Apollo Project. It's the I don't want to die driver. What's next? The prospect of gaining great economic wealth. That's what gets you the Columbus voyages. Columbus himself was a discoverer, but somebody had to write the check. Third greatest driver. We see much less of this today, and that is the praise of royalty or deity. This is the effort to appease an entity that is either perceived to be or literally is more powerful than you are. So that's how you get the pyramids. So I said to myself, if we are going to go to Mars, it's going to have to satisfy one of those 2 criteria. Otherwise, we're just never going to Mars.
I mean, that's common sense, right, Neil? War, money,
maybe not
praise. Right? I mean, is that not common sense?
It would be, I think.
Are you having a fuck you Neil deGrasse Tyson moment right now, May? You're
No,
just like,
I mean,
there's nothing impressive about that at all. It's just fucking, that's what it sounds like.
It's
You got
just
a beef with Neil deGrasse Tyson?
It's just common sense, Neil. I
Like,
mean,
you sound
son of a
basic.
bitch.
He's like, you sound basic, Tyson.
Yeah.
That's
Come
day one
correct.
shit, baby.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Learned that in
That was
third
something
grade.
that nobody else knows.
May doesn't know his demographic. Clearly, he doesn't understand his demographic. People need to know that, bro.
I guess.
I get exactly.
I don't know who he's speaking to in that thing. Maybe Biden, but I don't know. Like everyone, I think everyone understands that.
Exactly.
War, money, and fame, praise. I mean, get the fuck out of here.
My favorite part were the charts.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Oh fuck! It's just like fuck you, America. Let's go.
That's why I didn't make clip of the week, because of that right there. No, that's fair. It's fair. I thought it was a nice little thing, get you guys talking, but no, it brought out a demon inside of May. He saw Neil deGrasse Tyson. You know what? You were mad because the little square covered you. That's, I think, what headed. My bad.
Yeah.
I'll move it over.
Play it again.
I made a list of the most expensive things we've ever done as a species. The Great Wall of China, the pyramids, the Manhattan Project, the Apollo Project, the Columbus voyages. Then I asked, what was the motivation? And in my list of the most expensive things we've ever done, I came up with only 3 drivers. The number one.
All right.
3 drivers, 3 common sense principles in life. War, money, and fame.
Yes. When's the last time we built something to a deity?
The last time we did the sphere.
In Vegas.
You don't praise the almighty sphere, bro? Where you been? Where have you been?
All up in that.
Where have you been, bro? That's our pyramid.
The sphere of Zorg.
That is our pyramid. Yes.
We just know about our great leader Zorg, our savior.
We just put emojis on it. disturb everybody that lives there.
God is happy today. He has a smiley emoji. Oh, there was a shooting in Tennessee. It has a sad emoji. God is displeased. Sorry, did I take it too far?
No, I mean that would be
once
perfect.
at least.
Say what now?
So I'd go there once at least, I guess. Watch something.
So I watched Pat McAfee's take on YouTube at the Sphere, and they said it was the worst show ever.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they said it was horrible.
I mean,
they didn't play any.
U2 sucks, but
well, obviously, but then they didn't even play. They didn't even play.
I
their
do know that
hits.
YouTube performed there.
Yeah, they're the ones that are. How did they get that? You know, I feel like it's
the same way they snuck their bullshit shitty album on Apple iTunes fucking years ago, and you can't get rid of it. It's like the one album you can't delete.
it.
Yeah, just a storage sucker. YouTube, fucking bum.
Hello, hola. It was that album.
God, I'm so mad. You wake up that morning, your phone just updates in the middle of the night. You wake up to the first song that you play on iTunes is U2.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I remember that, man. That was back in the day. That once again, they had to lean on technology to get famous, right? And then now the Sphere comes out and they managed to pull it off again. Like, who is their marketer? Because that guy is a genius. It's like, nah, man. They'll do it for like $50 a night.
Yeah. They just want to be seen.
No one wants to see him in the UK. Oh man, May, you've got some action going on in Tennessee. I saw over there.
Oh, great.
Did you send this to me? Can't remember. I think you did. So the DOJ is suing Tennessee for having people who are prostitutes and knowingly transmit HIV to one of their Johns and turning that into
I did hear about that.
Okay, so like right now, Tennessee law is if you have HIV and you're a prostitute and you have sex with someone and they get HIV, that's now becomes a felony. And you get on the registered sex offender list. The upper tier one, the aggravated or whatever.
Yeah. The one above the red dots. Yeah.
Now that sounds somewhat reasonable, right? Am I wrong in thinking that? Am I crazy?
No, that's spot on. I mean,
I feel like that's I feel like
I think that's like the first question you ask besides how much is, hey,
are you clean?
Do you have AIDS? Yeah.
Yes.
Are you clean?
I mean, if you're at a point where
let people lie, I guess.
Are they going to be honest to you?
I don't know. Like, treat him like a fucking dog. Let me see your papers.
Let me see.
Let me see. No, for real. I've had some chicks that do that for real. They're just like, no, I need to see it.
Yeah.
I was like, all right.
Yeah, early in my days in Colorado, I came across a couple of them.
Do you understand that? Are you a gigolo? Is that what you just admitted there? Is Tia's having to show his papers?
No, they're talking if I was
He's like, that's
legal.
pretty standard procedure.
They're talking about my legal citizenship.
I'm confused. Which papers do you want?
No. I've got a W-9. I can work on my own. I'm an independent contractor. Ain't no one pimping me out. Well, let's see how Tennesseans in Memphis feel about this. I thought you guys might, and we can stop this.
A fight has been brewing over another public health issue, HIV. It comes as several Republican-led states move to restrict the rights of LGBTQ people. Our White House correspondent.
First of all,
y'all means all.
First of all, she said HIV, and then that affects the LGBTQ.
So she's saying that all gays have AIDS.
Now doesn't that sound racist? Sounds pretty racist.
Said it.
That's what she said. This is PBS.
Laura Barone Lopez recently went to Memphis, where advocates have sounded the alarm about the looming impact of those efforts.
On a rainy afternoon, Dozens of people crowded onto a sidewalk in the Cooper Young neighborhood of Memphis.
We have a right to love, to live, to laugh.
Get the fuck out of here. Like, stay in Memphis, please. Go to your local 7-Eleven and catch a bullet.
This
Like,
is all. See, now that's not. We're going to talk about that later with Jesus. Okay, so you feel real silly for that comment. Why don't you describe for our audio listeners what we're watching here, May? I don't know if you could use your illustrative imagination to describe the woman that's taken.
Shamu's cousin is on land. It's got its face painted like goddamn circus animal. It's
a purple and gray, but it like doesn't follow the eyes. It goes straight to her.
She looks like an owl. Or like a moth.
You put a hamburger in her mouth and she looks like a Disney character.
An evil one. We'll play. Hey, tell me to stop.
That's Ursula when she came on.
Who did her makeup? You look beautiful. Evidently she has AIDS.
They stood in front of Out
Hasn't
Memphis,
killed her
a
fast
local
enough.
LGBTQ rights group, to protest new Tennessee laws that restrict drag shows in
Oh
public
my God.
and ban gender-affirming care for minors. But there was another reason for the gathering.
There are over 20,000 folks infected with HIV, and they deserve our attention.
Demonstrators condemned.
Okay, yeah. So I guess the DOJ is going to sue Tennessee. They're already suing them.
Yep.
Because people with HIV are considered people under the Disabilities Act.
So they're another minority?
Okay, so it's a disability to have AIDS. You know how, like in your code book, in the electrician code book, there's an ADA section for people with handicaps. So, like, if you're wiring a house and a person, it's an ADA rated house. So, for someone with a wheelchair, you have to put the switches can not be any higher than this height, and the outlets can be no lower than this. And then it becomes an ADA approved house. So, when I think of disabilities, my mind automatically goes to like, the polio guy, or I don't know. I don't know why I picked polio from a 1950s.
You got measles.
Got the mumps. It's just got that blind fever. I never pictured someone with AIDS having. I feel like that's
I feel like that's I don't know if it's a choice, but bad choices could lead to AIDS. Sharing needles, doing anal sex unprotected, having multiple lovers that are nasty, not doing your homework. Those are all choices. Those are all fucking choices.
This is
Can you be born with AIDS?
Yeah, you can, but that's different.
But like, if you're born with AIDS, like,
yes, you can.
Were your parents in the wrong at some point in their life?
So
where does it begin?
What Tennessee has done is they're saying that they're not going to stop taking care of people with AIDS. They have cut off all funding from the federal government, and it will be state funded. So, and that opens up them to open up clinics that benefit the state, because all of the money, if you were going to accept the federal money, it came with stipulations. And the $8 million that was coming to Tennessee, the stipulation was that it had to go to Planned Parenthood, which offers many great services for people. So it's not like a horrible thing. But the governor of Tennessee said, listen, it's better if, Planned Parenthood doesn't look after babies that are born with HIV that have been transmitted from their mother. They don't deal with that. They don't deal with first responders who get HIV from needles. So there are programs out there for those people, and we want to fund those as well. And that's the response you got. Like, they're not even cutting funding. They're just going to do it through the state. And they're making it seem like Tennessee is just like, we'll let them all die out. Like, that's not what they're doing at all.
No. Good on them. I mean, that is true though. Don't there's no need to pile on to Planned Parenthood. So
Well, and it's not like a dump on Planned Parenthood. I'm just saying, like, it
no, I
makes
know.
sense.
Yeah.
Like, it makes sense to, hey, if it can go other places too, other people have good ideas. It can't just be one single clinic that takes care of every, you got to give people some options here. Yeah, they had a little local. I couldn't. And what's really funny is I could not find one YouTube clip of this story. Now I went to like an online paper through MSN, and they had a little video clip from the local, but none of it's been shared on YouTube. And I just thought that was odd because you think it's pretty recent DOJ. Surely someone's clipped it, or nothing. But this was from the local station there in Tennessee.
LGBTQ and civil rights act. Federal lawsuit against the state claiming a decades-old law discriminates against HIV-positive people. The lawsuit says Tennessee is the only state in the country that imposes a lifetime registration as a violent sex offender if the person has sexual relations for money while being HIV positive. The groups claim imposing harsher penalties for people with HIV violates the Americans with Disabilities Act.
So, isn't that the state you live in, May?
Yep, sure does. But I don't. That's Memphis. I'm in Nashville, so.
Oh, sort of stuck up in Nashville, I heard.
Well, we don't have an AIDS problem. That's causing a protest outside.
Wow, where is your compassion?
I don't have any.
No, no need.
Good on them. If you're just trying to, get a little sucky sucker afternoon delight and you get AIDS because she didn't come forward or he didn't come forward with this paperwork.
Afternoon delight.